Hey, good morning, Parkside. Welcome to this week's encouragement video. Thanks for tuning in. Let me share some encouragement with you from God's Word. I've been reading in Revelation recently, been studying it and just enjoying that book. But Revelation 1, we sometimes skip over Revelation 1. We want to jump to the middle and the end and some of the stuff that's a little more significant maybe, or at least the images and the symbols are more apocalyptic. But Revelation 1, verses like 12 or 13, John says he sees 7 lampstands, and those 7 lampstands represent the churches. And right in the middle of the churches, what do we find? We find Jesus Christ himself. And I was just struck by that. Like, in the churches, with their messiness, perhaps with their corruption, certainly they're filled with sinners, all kinds of things, politicking, this and that. Things can get sideways in the life of the church. And yet in the middle of it, Jesus says, that's where I want to be. I'm going to work in and through my church. And I know she's not perfect. I know the people that make her up are not perfect. I know there's going to be a mess there, but that's where I'm going to work. I was just struck by his presence, that throughout all history, he said, I will build my church and the gates of hell will not prevail against her. And Jesus dwelling in the midst of his church. So friend, I just want to encourage you that as you are loving the church, as you're loving the people, as you're serving in the programs, as you're investing in eternity, as you are involved in the life of the church, that is where Jesus is at work. He's at work in you. He's at work through you. And he's at work with you to advance the message of the gospel through the local church. I just saw that in Revelation 1 the other day. I thought, wow, it's so simple and yet so profound. Do you want to be where Jesus is? Do you want to know where he is striving with you the most? It's as you're invested in his church, and that's where you find him at work. What a beautiful, simple little thought to encourage you to press on, to know that you're not doing this alone. You're not on an island. You're not even just with other Christians. It's actually Jesus is right there co-laboring with you. How cool is that? Sunday, let me switch gears here a bit. Last Sunday, we mentioned that this coming week, several of our pastors will be at a training event in Washington, D.C. We're actually leaving tomorrow morning for that. Looking forward to it quite a bit. Now, rumor has it that tonight, Wednesday night, there's a sleepover, a slumber party at Pastor Steve's house. So if you want to show up at 9 o'clock tonight at his house and, join the party, I'm sure he would love to have you there. And so I'll just put that invite out there. Feel free to shoot him a text and let him know that you'll be there, or just show up. That would be fine as well. I'm sure he'll appreciate me including that in the midweek encouragement video here. But more seriously, we would appreciate your prayers for us as we go. We get some training on how we can faithfully love and lead the church. And we're looking forward to that, and not looking forward to missing you on Sunday. I really do love being with God's people on Sunday, but we'll be back the following Sunday. I did tell you there was a special preacher coming, and I wanted to tell you who that is. His name is Nicholas Piotrowski. Dr. Piotrowski taught for years at Crossroads Bible College, where Charles Ware was the president. Dr. Ware was with us oh goodness, I forget what month that was. He was with us a little while ago. Dr. Piotrowski, though, who will be with us this Sunday, had taught under Dr. Ware. He was also a mentor to Pastor Casey through Pastor Casey's college years. And Dr. Piotrowski now serves as the president of Indianapolis Theological Seminary, where I've had the privilege of taking some classes, and they're doing some great work in Indianapolis. And we're excited for his ministry there and the opportunity for him to be with us. He'll be continuing the Genesis sermon series. So he'll pick up in the middle of chapter 17, go to the middle of chapter 18. I'd encourage you to read ahead there on that and look forward to his ministry. I am so glad he can be here. The big bummer for me is that I have to miss it. So next time he comes, I'll make sure I'm here so that I can hear him preaching in person. But Parkside, I love you. I look forward to being back with you very, very soon. And I hope you have a great week, remembering that Jesus is in the midst of his church, and he loves to be there. He loves to work in and through you, and that is serious encouragement for me and for you today. Have a great week.